In this house, you don't speak unless spoken to. Otherwise, the floor is warm to a blaze and your current clothing goes aflame because flammable flint is always flowing through the wind in this frame and is fanning. With intensity once you hear her say her name, and she gonna light your ass up. With violent, bipolar, narcissistic rage on auto repeat. With her many, many rage demons howling and bumping you into a tighter corner. Dropping eggshells around the floor as they exit, but not before they shatter your hopes of leaving or of even speaking up. More knife pokes to the throat and throat chakras each time you say no. Swift toe slices for saying you want to go. Left, right hooks come swinging, more bleeding. Face slap for crying and cussed out for loud breathing. And if you think you said now, she gonna give you something to cry about. But she knows how to act sweet and docile around the right folk, like the professional white folks, so the departments of children and family services never knew to protect me from the tiny little mixed lady with the sweet smiles and the polite yes sirs and definitely ma'ams and all sorts of swimmingly sweet southern pleasantries. But they don't know that Southern belles are champions at sneakily killing by clogging arteries with sweet, sugar-coated nothings. She's lost or abandoned almost all of her belongings and creations, but her offspring is all that's left. And she wants us to pay for it and make up for all that's gone. And now things have calmed down a little. And she's just angry at TV characters. Ranting and rambling while you're studying the creases and cracked gaps between the thin white shells. Yolk, protein, nourishment, and any sense of sustenance long gone. Just surrounded with burdening evidence of birth. I'm always being surrounded with evidence of how my birth has been a burden. How she hasn't been able to fit clothes since I was born, and how many stretch marks she has from where her flesh was torn, but she doesn't know. I ran out of ways to feel ashamed of my existence years ago. My flesh no longer accepts or processes protein or calcium. I don't know how to further shrink or starve myself to apologize. She reminds me of her abortion fantasies weekly, and I dream with her. Of her removing the quickly growing cancerous tumor in her uterus that became my flesh and be free, so she could be model-less skinny and constantly grinning because it's less risk to date, get jobs, and live your dreams without kids. And right now, I'm here, 28 and afraid, slowly tiptoeing silence around eggshells with expert eyes, walking barefoot with blisters, corns, and cuts dry, hoping to leave no notion of my motion and that she won't call my name. But she does. When I'm sweating to hit a long-legged leap that luckily I land, almost by chance. But at the end of the day, at least I learned how to dance.